Welcome to Miriam Poppins. We're going live today. It is Friday. I hope that your day is going well. If it's not going well, I hope it gets better. My name is Amina. I'm going to give you guys some time to enter. And I guess I'll use this time to introduce myself. Again, my name is Amina, just in case you forgot or you're new here or you missed when I said my name. I'm a wife, mother, homeschooling parent, children's book illustrator, and art educator. I wear a couple of hats and do plenty of things. I'm not going to say if I do them well, but I do plenty of things. And I am so glad that you're here hanging out in this live, whether you catch it now or you come in for the replay. It's all good. I am going to be I'm going to be coloring this coloring page that I made specifically for this live. And if you're interested in it rather, I will have it available hopefully soon. I say this every live, but like I said, I wear a lot of hats. So I'm trying to do a whole bunch of things, but I'm definitely going to try to make these available. And when I do, I'm going to post it in the community tab here on YouTube for those who actually look at the posts. And here's some updates for you all. We have a new class that just started. It's about illustrating food. If you've been hanging around here on YouTube, I post daily shorts of me doodling different types of food, from pancakes to boiled eggs to cinnamon rolls to cherries. I've been doing a lot, and they're like 30 seconds or less. And I tell people, hey, if you got 30 seconds, come fill up your sketchbook with a quick doodle and build your creative confidence all at the same time. If you want to take your knowledge a little bit further outside of the shorts, definitely take the class. We just uploaded lesson 1, and that's available. We draw a cupcake. And I'm going to be doing different types of foods. So there's 5 lessons. It's called Turn Your Food into Illustrations, learning how to draw food from reference. So we're going to use reference photos, and I show you how to be inspired from the reference, but make it your own. Basically, it's just like that. Hi, welcome to the live. I have not started yet. Just wanted to give an introduction and share some updates. So yes, go into 2026 taking a class. I know a lot of people were saying that they want to author and illustrate their own children's books. We have classes available that I think, and I might be biased, I think they're pretty decent. That will help you with your goal if you want to be a children's book illustrator and the author at the same time. Thank you for the thumbs up. We're going to go ahead and get into coloring this page. So I am using the app Procreate. For those who want to know, the iPad is a 13-inch, and I'm using the Apple Pencil. And my brush of choice is called, hello, howdy. It's called the crayon brush, and I made it. So yeah, let's go ahead and get the coloring. I made a color palette right here for anyone that is interested. Thanks for the hearts, thanks for the likes, and thanks for being here. It is appreciated very, very much. I'm going to use this brush, and I'm going to color. Yes, if you're using Procreate, you know that you can color drop. I don't prefer to color drop. That's just my own personal choice. I don't like to color drop because it takes away the texture from the art, from the brush that I'm using. And I'm going to zoom in so that you all can see what I mean. There you go. So here is some texture with the white peeking through. Whether this background is white, pink, purple, or orange, it would peek through the background. Peek through this color. And that's what I like about that. I want that. It makes the art stand out. In my opinion, you don't have to do it like that. When you do the color drop, and I'm going to show you all. Let's see if I can do this. Okay, I'm gonna pick a different color outside of my color palette. When you color drop in Procreate, you don't get to keep that texture. Let me see. You see how, like, I hope you guys, let me change that color so you can see it on the camera. Okay, so that's a smooth, you know, coloring, but I don't want that. I like texture. So I don't color drop. I'm not familiar with color pop. I'm not sure what that is. Can you explain that to me? Right now, I don't do color drop, but it's totally cool if you guys decide you want to color drop. You could totally, when doing a coloring page on Procreate, color drop in all the places, be done in probably like less than 10 minutes and do another coloring page. That's fine. That's cool. I like to actually do the coloring as, no, I'm not familiar. I'm sorry. I'm going to color this lid a little bit darker. But I like coloring as if, oh, I gotta change my brush. As if this is like traditional analog. I like to color it. I'm gonna zoom out a little bit. It takes time, but I'm not in a rush. I like coloring these coloring pages actually. If you want to see a coloring page done, please feel free to share some themes and thoughts and ideas. I'll definitely take it into consideration. Thank you guys for the likes. It is appreciated. Okay. Again, I'm using the app Procreate, which allows me to color under this illustration, this coloring page. And if you're interested in my coloring palette, in the color palette, I'll have that available. Yeah, I'll have that available too. And if I forget, don't be afraid to reach out and remind me. Like, Amina, hey, you forgot to tell us about the color palette. Where can I download it so that you can have it in your device, whatever device you're using? Okay. I like coloring out the lines, outside of the lines, but I'm not going to do that right now for that. So this is how it looks so far. So far, so good. I'm doing a good job. I'm hanging in there because there is a lot that happens behind the scenes. So glad I can show up and color with you guys. So make sure, you know, you have your snacks, your art supplies, whatever it is that you need, and we're going to hang out together. You do not have to do a coloring page. You might be an illustrator. I know last Friday we had another artist here who was like, you're keeping me company because I'm sketching. And I'm like, that's great. So yeah, even if you're not sketching and maybe you're just eating snacks and chilling, I'm so glad you're here, hanging out. Okay, I wonder what I'm gonna color my cup. I don't know. I'm gonna jump around. We're gonna jump around. Like I tell the students all the time at who takes our workshops, don't be afraid to experiment and have fun. So right now I'm gonna hop around this coloring page. I like this. I like this color. I think this was like a dusty rose or something like that. But I really like this color. I'm zooming in so that you guys can see. And now I'm going to, well, I do the same thing I do every day. I just exist and try my best to survive. Yeah, there you go. Yep, that's what I do. And try to share and spread some joy through art. I really like this color for this yarn. I don't knit, I don't crochet, I don't do any of that. But if you do, let me know how you like it. Was it easy to learn? It actually looks pretty complicated to me. So, but I've had a desire to, knit and crochet. I think it'd be really neat to make some blankets, but it just looks too complicated. I don't know if I would make that a goal for a hobby for 2026. But yeah, no, it just looks complicated. But if you do it, let me know. Would love some tips here. What are some things that help you when you started knitting or crocheting, whichever one? Or if you don't, what hobbies are you planning to do? This year was a year of hobbies for me, and I got a chance to try stop motion animation, which I did not think would be as fun as it was. I really enjoyed it. I have some stop motion animation videos on this YouTube channel, some shorts that I've done. And that was one of my goals this year, to do stop motion animation. Gardening, I didn't get to do that. Photography, and there were some other things that I had intended to do. Let me zoom in so that you all can see. I'm going to come back around and add some details. You don't have to add any details to your coloring page. You can color it like that, walk away, and it's great because you did it. But for me, I love adding details, going outside of what is expected when you're doing a coloring page. I know you guys probably seen a lot of color with me sessions where people are coloring in these coloring books, and it's like they're doing the works. They're adding highlights, shadows, and everything. It's awesome. It's definitely showing folks that, you can go beyond the page and don't be afraid to experiment and do a little bit more. Okay, so I may add some details outside of my coloring page. I might. I'm gonna think about it. Okay, the baby may make her appearance. She normally does that on Fridays. She's a tad bit early today though, because she usually pops up at the end of my live. She's like at the heart of it at the beginning. Okay. And if she needs me, I'm going to go. Well, because I gotta take care of the baby, make sure that she's good. But at least you got to see a little bit of this coloring get done. And if I don't finish it with you all, I'll definitely finish it here at home and then upload it and share it in the community. So yeah, make sure that if you aren't, please like, subscribe, comment, share. What's that? All that fun stuff. Hit the notification bell. Everything. It helps our channel. It helps, yeah, YouTubers, period. Not just our channel. Yeah. It gets our work, seen and out there. Yeah. She's doing a lot of talking. So I may go hang out with her for a little bit. She's a good hangout buddy of mine. Okay, I'm going to color this heart. I have no idea, like, where the colors were going to go. Not all of it, but I figure, I'm just going to do whatever feels comfortable, whatever feels good. And, yeah, see where it takes me. I knew that the lid was going to be yellow, this mustard yellow, but everything else, I was like, I don't know. But so far, I like it. I might keep that. The color outside of the lines here. I might have to keep that, right? I don't want to do this one. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Now, I'm going to color each letter in the word Friday plans. But before I do that, I want to add some detail to all of all of this as much as I can before the little one needs me. So let's add what I did here. I'll explain. I took the color of the cup and then I went to the color picker and I just made a darker, just picked a darker version of that. And I'm just gonna go on the sides. I don't have any like rhythm, reason, rhyme, whatever they say about how this works. It's based off how I feel and what I like. So I'm like, oh, I think that looks nice. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And if I don't like it, I just change it later. So yeah, there's no rule that I'm following that says like when you add some shading or I didn't know. I can't help you guys on that. I just do what I feel is whatever I like. And then I look back and I'm like, oh, that worked out. And then if not, start over. But yeah, I'm just gonna add a little bit of this dark color here. There you go. Hopefully you guys can see that. Oh, okay. Ours is 9 months here. Moving right along. 9 months and trying to walk. Okay, I'm just gonna bring this out more. There you go. I'm sorry. I don't know if you guys saw that, but what I did was just bring that dark color out a little bit more. And then I did it down here. So not overthinking it, which is one of my rules, my own personal rules that I have for myself when it comes to art, is that I don't overthink it. I just have fun. I try to break things down and make it easy peasy, rice and cheesy. If you take one of my classes, that is my phrase to make the art easy peasy, rice and cheesy. I don't try to overthink it and have fun. So that's, I'm going to erase that and do that over again. Yeah, I don't want to overthink it. Just having fun and doing what feels comfortable to me. You don't have to color yours the same way at all. In fact, if you had this coloring page, you could do collage, you can use crayons, markers, whatever you want. It's up to you. I like coloring digitally because I don't have to clean up a whole bunch of crayons and I don't have to print these coloring pages. I can just do it from my iPad. And if ever I go out and I got to sit somewhere so I don't be bored, I can always just break out my iPad and a coloring page and I have something to do. So yeah, it works out doing these. Let me slide it over. Doing this digitally. Okay. Going to add a little bit more darkness. So that's what I'm doing. It's no like method. It's just based on what I like. So yeah, just in case somebody asks me in the comments like, hey, can you do a class? No, it's just based on how I feel. So I mean, there's plenty of YouTubers who teach about shading and things like that. For me, no. It's just how I feel. But One day, if I learn the actual rules and things like that, then maybe. Yep, because I never can't, not going to say never, but when I learn the rules, maybe. So I'm zooming out so that you all can see. This is looking awesome. I like how this is turning out. Yep. I'm going to add some darkness to that heart. Let's go. Or shading, darkness, whatever terminology y'all feel is best. I'm just going to say darkness. I'm going to just add some darkness to this heart. All right. I'm going to bring it in a little bit. I don't like that, so I'm going to take that out, and then I'm going to do it one more time. Like that. Round that off. Okay. And then this heart is a lighter pink. The Poppin School of Art, a virtual theme-based art school founded by me and my husband. That's where I do my teaching at, but we are open for anybody who need one-on-one classes. If you have homeschoolers and you want a personal class for them, we do group classes for libraries, homeschools, public schools, private schools, all schools. Feel free to reach out, but I do all my teaching at my own school, which is the Poppin School of Art by me and my husband. Okay, so I am going to, not sure. I don't really like that, so I'm just going to clean that up a little bit. No, all the way. Wait, let's just start over. Sometimes it's easier that way. Okay. I'm overthinking that, and I don't want to. So I'm going to erase that. Okay. That actually, I don't know. I'll come back. Well, no, right now that looks all right. I'm zoom in. I'm trying to figure out how I want this darkness or shading to go. So that's all. Not sure how I feel about it right now. It may change. My favorite part of this coloring page is actually the yarn. I really like it. Might have to do another one for those, who are interested. Might do another one. So I'm doing the same thing again, and I hope the camera's picking it up. Then I'm adding a darker version of my base color here on the yarn. It's just a nice way to make it stand out. I'm sure there's someone who knows the rule to that. But right now, I like to make it stand out. I might come back and add some white. And I don't put it everywhere. Like, I'm not putting it everywhere. Just in some places. I'm flipping this canvas all around. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the live. And if you're not catching a live, you're catching a live, but it's on replay, welcome. So glad that you came, even if you came after. So glad you came around. Feel free to leave a comment, a question, a thought, and I will do my best to help you out. So just adding this all around. Well, not all around, but around. So this is how it looks so far. I'm going to zoom out. There you go. Thank you. I'm feeling pretty good about it. I'm going to go ahead and add some more here. If you have an iPad or a device that lets you color digitally and you haven't tried, definitely think about doing it. It's actually quite fun. And if you feel like you've done some things you don't like when you're coloring, the best thing is that you can just undo. You can hit that undo button, arrow, or finger tap, whatever, and start over. So it's something to consider. I really like this. So now I'm going to add a little bit here. I'm going to add some white. I don't know where I'm going to add the white at, but I'm going to add some. Hopefully y'all can see what I'm doing. I got to remember that I don't think y'all can see all the way in that corner where I was starting at. So I got to come out sometimes. So adding that darker color along that line. Okay. I don't know. I'm going to do Friday plans. I'm thinking to do each letter a different color, or maybe not. Maybe plans will be all one color and then Friday another color. I don't know. I don't know. I think I want to change this or color outside the line. Today I want to fix that. Probably because everything else is in the line. I don't know. Some days you color outside the line, some days you don't. Okay, so this is how it looks so far. Oh, let me bring it. And I'm going to color the word Friday. I'm going to try to take my time with this. I don't know what color I want to do. I'm going to try this brown. I'm going to color the word Friday. Hold on. Okay. No, I don't think I want to color each letter a different color. I mean, I could, but I'm not. Let me turn this brush size down. Oh, I'm coloring outside the lines. I am going to clean that up. So, yeah, that's not going to be like that for long. And I think plants is going to be yellow. I'm not sure. Feel free to ask any question in the comments section. Yep. Oh, okay. Do you make your own coloring pages? We also have some coloring pages available in our shop. One that's all about some cats. If you like cats, go check it out. And then I have one based on like creatures of the sea with some fun facts for children. They can read, learn at the same time, and color. It's a good tool to use in when you're doing homeschool. Okay, let's color plans yellow. This is a mustard yellow, and I like it. It is yellow is my favorite color. Nope, I don't have a Pacific yellow. I just like yellow. I'm sure there is a yellow that I don't like. I'm sure. But right now I haven't figured that part out. But this mustard yellow is all right. Let me move this over so that you all can see. Oh, yeah, I had to bring that back. I must have did a gesture and it made it disappear. Okay. And now let's do this. Oh, okay. I'm allergic to cats and dogs. And we own a cat. But and the cat was actually outside the window not that long ago because it likes to come in and out through the window. All right, so I did my Friday plans. Let me try to zoom out of it. Okay, so now I want to add some white, and I'm going to change my brush to another brush that I made, which is called the cinnamon roll brush. If you've been watching me do some doodles, or you've seen some of our videos where I'm doing doodles, I recently did one about doing the cinnamon roll, and I used this brush. And when we were on Patreon, this was one of the brushes that we had available, and the students were making really nice looking cinnamon rolls. It's like a really nice brush. I'm using it to go along this little line here. And you don't have to do all these things for your coloring page, but I will encourage you all to step outside of what is considered normal when it comes to coloring pages. Growing up, we colored the page, well, at least I colored the page as is, and never stepped outside the box, never added some hearts and cherries and stars and dots. Everything was as the maker of the coloring book had it. But now, with me being older and making coloring pages and being a children's book illustrator and an artist, teaching classes, I now just like add my own stuff to my coloring page, and it's fun. So if you haven't done it, give it a try. If you want, it is no pressure. I'm adding this white and I'm liking it. The line is not straight. I don't want it to be. So it's nice, and it's got its little humps and bumps in character. I'm going to zoom out so that you all can see. So I'm just adding white wherever I feel comfortable. Yeah, that's the honest truth. Wherever I feel comfortable. If I don't feel comfortable, I just erase it. I'm going to zoom in and take my time. I'm fine with that and not going all around. If while you all are here, please do not forget to sign up for our new workshop. I'm teaching how to draw food using reference photos. So yeah, how to use a reference photo and make the art your own. Take the class. I would appreciate it so much. Lesson 1 is available. It is self-paced. So that means if you're like, okay, I signed up today, but I have tons of homework, or I have to take care of the kids, and then I have errands to run, I'm not going to be able to start. No problem. Because I'm a mom of many, and I homeschool, and we got portfolios due, and I work here at Marion Poppins, and I'm a wife, and. And so you can take our classes anytime you feel like your schedule is free, because they're self-paced, they're pre-recorded, they're self-paced. Come in, go and go, come and go as you please. That's fine. But I do want to give you the heads up. This class is on sale. The sale ends December the 14th. And the next day, the next lesson will be uploaded. So catch the sale. I don't like this part here. Yeah. Learning how to draw food from reference. There's so many things that you can do with your food illustration. outside of learning a new hobby or filling up your sketchbook, you can use your food illustrations to make merchandise. You can do print on demand. You can do clip art. There's so many things, and I tell and encourage students all the time who go to the Poppin School of Art that think beyond the class. When you learn how to draw and you take our beginner's drawing class, think beyond children's books. Sometimes children's books take like a lot of work, and a lot of moms, they're looking for ways to generate income, and children's books, it takes some time. So what I recommend is, if, for example, if you take the beginner's drawing class with us and you learn how to make your own characters, you can make clip art. You can make social media graphics. You can also sell your characters that you make to other businesses for them to use. So there's so many possibilities. If you feel up to it, think outside the box and consider using your art for more than one thing. That's great. That's great. We go live on Fridays here. And if we feel spontaneous, we might try twice. But for now, it is Fridays. I hope your live goes well. And it's fun. And you get a good turnout. Okay, I am adding some of that white to my heart. And I might come around later and I might get rid of some white in some places, because I might look back at this and I'm like, oh no, wait, that's too much. You're welcome. You're welcome. And thank you for being here. Okay. I didn't get my knitting needles. So, and I don't know what color they're going to be. I'm going to change this brush back to my crayon brush, and it is available in our shop for those who are interested. We have a whole crayon brush set. This is my go-to brush. It is my favorite. I use it for when I'm doing children's books. I use this brush all the time. So very rarely do I use different types of brushes. But if you get to do as much art as I do, you start to learn what works and what to staple. Okay, I'm going to just go around here. I'm going to change that brush to my cinnamon roll brush. And I'm going to zoom in so that you all can see. I'm just going around these letters. Don't worry if you color outside the lines. It's all right. I'm going to clean it up anyway. Okay, I think that looks nice. I'm going to do each letter like that. I'm not going to do the whole L. Just a little bit. Hopefully you all can see clearly what is happening. I'm going to do each letter. And I'm not going to go all the way around. The same with the white. Just going to go where I feel like I want it at. So I think that's fine. I'm doing the N. Hopefully you all can see. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. If I don't catch your question during a live, please reach out on social media. We are Miriam Poppins all over the internet, I think. Unless there's a new platform that we haven't gotten aboard on. We are Miriam Poppins everywhere. Email us, miriampoppins@gmail.com. All one word, all lowercase. If you have any questions and you can't catch me during the live, On Instagram, we are Miriam Poppins as well. So I love how that look. Let's do Friday like that. We don't want to leave Friday hanging. People spend a lot of time waiting for Friday. So we definitely don't want to leave it hanging. So gonna go ahead and add. I don't think I'm gonna do the whole Y. Yeah, I think I might stop there. And you know what I say, I can always come back and fix it if I have to. Oh, I don't know what's up with that. Don't ask me. I don't know what happened. We're gonna keep it moving though. Okay. Even though I have two A's, they do not look the same with this extra color on top. And I am okay with that. I don't want to go all the way around with the D. So I'm going to take some of that off. And remember, you don't have to do all of this for your coloring page. You can keep it easy peasy and color exactly what you see. And that works out too. Okay, I'm gonna do my Friday and finish this. And I'm gonna do the F. I don't wanna go all the way around, so I'm gonna leave it like that. Oh, and while you all are here, don't go into 2026 with not having your book illustrated. There are so many people who are sitting on some good stories. What are you waiting on? If you need an illustrator, you like what we do, please reach out. We are open and looking forward to helping you all get your story out. Don't wait another year. Look at your manuscript just sitting there collecting dust. We are available and we are open and looking forward to illustrating more books. We had a good year this year with a couple of books coming out, and we're open. I feel like I have to say that. I know so many people. I'm using this green to color the background. And yes, I could have color dropped, but if you were here in the beginning, I told you guys I am not color dropping. I want to color this so I can get that texture. But yeah, so many people are sitting on their manuscript. And I'm not sure what's the hold up. I know life happens. But if you need your book illustrated, please consider us. We are a family-owned and operated biz. We care. We come highly recommended. We have old recommendations and new recommendations. I can go back years and I can give you current recommendations. So yeah, we're very communicative, hardworking, and we will work with your budget. Because a lot of a lot of authors have a budget and they need quality illustrations, but maybe the budget is hard to find at. And no, we don't use AI. I personally draw everything around these parts. It takes time, but it is made with love and care and a lot of thought. Trust me, a lot of thought goes into children's books with us. Okay, I don't want to color outside the lines for that. So yes, if you need an illustrator, check us out. We're family owned, operated, open. Check our website, look at our portfolio. But yes, this is the coloring page. Of course, I am going to add texture. If you know me, you know my illustration style, my art style is filled with textures, tons and tons of textures. And so that's exactly what's going to end up here. But this is what it looks like before I sit down and do some extra things to it. I like how it turned out. I hope that you all like yours, and whatever you did, I'm sure it is amazing because you did it. Thank you so much for hanging out in this live with me. Again, you could have been anywhere else, but you decided to pop on in, color with me, maybe eat some snacks, or just stare at the screen and be like, she made some good points. I should get my book illustrated with her and her family. Right, exactly. Thank you guys, and have a great Friday, a great Saturday, a great Sunday, and a great rest of your life. Yeah, thank you. Bye.